coming to you live from Spaces at the Battery. It's that time of the week. This is BFAM 109.6, 678-334-378 is the number you want to call if you want to talk to the Diva live. All right? So anyway, what has been going on this week with the Diva? What has been disturbing the Diva the most? My apartments have been doing the most. That's what's disturbing me. Okay, don't mind my producer. He just want to come give me a shot real quick with my big old hair. Don't care. I feel like singing a Shaka Khan song right now. You know, do you love you? But anyway, my apartments, I'm so grateful to have a roof over my head. But what I do not like is dereliction of duty. If I am paying you rent, that means you need to have some urgency about my needs. Okay, am I right or am I wrong? So anyway, today I woke up to a flooded apartment, pretty much. My hallway was flooded, where my bedroom, bathroom, and my living room connect. And then on top of that, I keep walking and almost slip and fall. I called the office, and instead of, she answered the phone, I told her, I said, we have a major problem in my apartment. And she was like, oh, okay. And I said, we need to get somebody up here because my apartment is flooded. Now, the plumber was just in the upstairs unit the other day. Well, yesterday, because there was a leak in my bathroom. Like, this has been an ongoing water situation in my apartment for the past 2 or 3 months, and they just don't have any sense of urgency. And I finally looked at the reviews because they were so nice and they've been remodeled and all this stuff. Child, I'm glad at least we don't have infestation problems, but now we got service problems. So if you want something fixed, you might as well call somebody to fix it yourself. And that's ridiculous because I will start rent withholding. If I have to, I will hire a housing attorney. And if it keeps up, I'm going to need a personal injury attorney here pretty soon for slipping and falling inside the unit. And then my neighbors, God bless them. But let me tell you something. When you live in close proximity of people and they tell you don't smoke inside of the unit, there's a reason for that. And the thing is that your smoke is coming into my unit, and I've complained about that. I try not to complain about, because people have the right, but when you are starting to affect my health, we're going to talk about it, okay? Another thing that's disturbing me, if I can get my computer to cooperate with me. I don't know what is going on here, but I need to get to my notes. The trouble with Beyonce, let's talk about Beyonce. There's not really trouble because, there's never any trouble when the diva is dealing with her favorite pop star and entertainer. But if y'all noticed, I think it was last week, or maybe I'm a week behind, but Beyonce was sitting next to, I think it's the Golden State Warriors owner's wife, who looked like she was probably from somewhere in South America or wherever. But either way, she seemed to be engaging in some very inappropriate behavior. But turns out they're actually friends. Now, the BFAM came after the woman, and they stung her. Brutally stung this woman. It was so brutally until they were doing death threats and all that. Hey, Dawn, how are you doing, girl? Shout out to my girl, Dawn Pitts. If y'all ever need some accessories or jewelry, y'all call her. She is your Papa Watson lady. Better get it popping with her, okay? Either way, BFAM, I am a BFAMer. As a matter of fact, I like to say I'm in part of the more hierarchy. I'm part of the agency. But let me tell y'all something. There is no reason for y'all to be threatening to kill somebody or doing bodily harm to someone and cost you your freedom. Yes, Bay and Jay do offer bail money often, but I wouldn't bail you out for being stupid. Okay, let's just be real about that. Stop it. Also, I do feel like at some point, the Beyonce is going to have to step up and say, thank you, everybody, for always defending me. And, but, I mean, please don't threaten to kill nobody. It's just not that serious, okay? Just do that, babe. Okay, girl, come on now, my Texas diva. Just do that. Another thing that's disturbing me is that I cannot stand old geriatric people who want to say things about Beyonce because they hate me because her popularity is way more popular than yours probably ever was, even in your heyday. But Dionne Warwick, Whitney Houston's cousin, um, has come out, and I guess she was being interviewed by Essence or something. And she was saying that, I didn't say that Beyonce was not an icon. I said she is not yet an icon. But Beyonce has been in the industry, I think, for 25 years now, because she's been doing it a long time. So I think 25 years, hell, 25 years, my sorority says I'm a silver soror. Ooh, that's coming up fast, 2021. Ooh. Okay. But either way, Dionne Warwick, right now, you need to be worried about, trying to be like everyone else when a family situation come up where we say things like, that didn't happen. While none of us have ever verbally heard Whitney Houston say that your sister molested her, I believe it. I believe the stories that others have shared. I believe it based upon Whitney's behavior. Something happened in her childhood, and while 3 or 4 folk are all saying the same story that didn't necessarily always hang out with each other, I believe it. Okay. Hey, Crystal. Hey, Willie. I see you all are on the line with me. But yeah, so Dionne, girl, just stay in your lane and you just, do you, boo boo. Okay. Another thing that is disturbing me is that, okay, let me pull this article up because I was pissed when I saw it today because I was like, y'all really mad about that? So if y'all have noticed, particularly on Instagram, I saw it, but a lot of people have been engaged in what I call necessary call out society, so quick to ban, so quick to want to speak on something they don't know about. So lately in stores like Nike, Telegraph, a UK newspaper, basically is saying obese mannequins are selling women a dangerous lie. How is it a dangerous lie when it's athletic wear and they are probably shopping for athletic wear? Okay, well, some of them probably are shopping for comfort. Look at Lululemon. But what I'm saying is that, let me see something. Okay. So, but what I'm saying is this. I know in the past, as my weight has fluctuated over the years, I've had a hard time finding cute workout gear, particularly with Nike in particular, because for the longest I would wear an XL long. But when the weight started coming off, I needed like a large long or medium long. I know when I see what people consider a full-figured mannequin to be obese, I'm thinking, well, shit, they probably actually got my size in there. They were saying that the Nike mannequin is not a size 12, which is healthy, or even a 16, a healthy weight, but not one to kill a woman. She's immense, gargantuan, vast. She heaves with fat. She is in every measure obese, and she is not readying herself for a run in her shiny Nike. Let me tell you something. Who wrote this story? Where's the byline? Who wrote this? Tanya Gold. She look a little thick in the thigh too herself. Tanya, baby, let me holler at you real quick. There are women that are bigger than me, that are bigger than you, that can outrun my ass. Okay. Have you seen Tokyo Vanity on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta? That girl, she quick with it. She like, whoo shit, well, ninja style. You know what I'm saying? So I think that it's great that Nike is being all inclusive. Some of my favorite workout gear is made by Nike, and not to mention I also love Puma and Adidas. Those are my other brands that I like to wear to the gym. Big girls want to be cute and comfortable in the gym. If you want to be outraged and want to call out people about something, I mean, because you came with the shits on this one, okay? If you want to be outraged and call out somebody, why don't you call out this deplorable government leadership that we have currently in DC and around this country that choose to treat people like animals, and animals in shelters get treated better. Have you looked at how immigrants are being housed these days that are set for to be deported? Have you seen that? Let's talk about that. That's what you should be writing about instead of worrying about somebody being a full-figured mannequin and what the mannequin is wearing. And you don't look like you got all that sense of fashion in the first place. I'm just saying. Okay, so I would love to know what everyone thought about that article and what you all think. So if you want to talk about it, you can call in or you can even write a comment and let me know what you thought about that. Okay?
You ain't calling in.
Oh Lord, now my loud drunken disorder, no tripping. But anyways, in memoriam right now, we just want to take a moment and have a brief moment of silence as we say goodbye to Ghetto Boy. I believe his actual name is Richard Shaw or Sean Shaw, but we know him as Bushwick Bill. It's messed up when your mind's playing tricks on you. And they did play tricks on us on Sunday. It was announced that Bushwick Bill has succumbed to pancreatic cancer. If you remember back in May, he had just got online and announced that back in February he had been diagnosed with pancreatic cancer and that he would be fighting it. He would be doing a documentary on his life. He would be on tour. I don't know if any of that came into fruition, but, you know, prayers out for his family. Bushwick Bill did, in fact, pass away at 9:35 Central Time on Sunday night, surrounded by his loved ones. So just, Okay, now, getting back, speaking of dying, real quick, we visited this subject matter last week when I was talking about why I personally have no plans and have never had plans since 2015 to ever visit the Dominican Republic. But people are dying and getting violently ill at a couple of these resorts down there. And I don't know if they're trying to tell us they don't want us there or they don't need our money, okay? But either way, we'll be back, and we'll be back with more things that are disturbing you. And don't forget, coming up after this segment coming up, we're going to have our special guest, Willie B, in the studio with me. He's a comedian. I'm Miss Sophia the Diva. You're listening to BFAM 109.6. This is a Diva Disturbed. And this show is all about Prince. His born day just passed.
I like the way you got all the B-side songs. The song, which, by the way, you have a song on here called Money by
I didn't mean to.
Sheila B.
Oh, it's supposed to be Glamorous Life. It's supposed to be Glamorous Life.
You sent me a thing, and it's a broken link, but you know what? Because I'm producer of the year, and I figured that out. I think Glamorous Life, though, but I cut them both to make sure.
Because I figured that would be great, because this is all about Prince.
Right.
So his that song right there in particular, that is my dream song to drop the top on my Porsche 911 Turbo when I get one, and go speeding up the 110 in LA into Pasadena. Now, everybody knows that once you get past Dodger Stadium in LA on the 110 heading up, it's like, it's a great drive. And I always said that's going to be like the first song I play because the wind will be in my hair. Because I don't know about that, but
definitely gonna be in that hair.
He would have been 61, or he would have been on this earth 61 years. I always try to honor the fact that, because people are like, oh, happy birthday. And I'm like, y'all know Prince didn't celebrate birthdays for years because he was Jehovah's Witness. That's and they just kind of don't do that. And in some ways, I'm Baptist, but I kind of just don't. My birthday is always important to me, but like Christmas and holidays and stuff, like Mother's Day and Father's Day, I just don't make big deals about it because I feel like you my parents.
I don't make a big deal about Father's Day because this Father's Day,
oh Lord,
this is what's going on. BFAM 109.6 just signed a contract with Rocky Patel at first.
Let me show my people. Okay?
So this Father's Day, Keep It at 100 and BFAM 109.6 with in association with Burn at Rocky Patels from 12 to 5, $50. All you can smoke. You can smoke all 5 hours, any cigar you want, and there's going to be a smorgasbord there for fathers. $50, all you can smoke. Come on now. Join me down here 12 to 5 at the Burn at the Battery, and we've been to get tobaccoed up.
Let's get it cracking. All right. You know, that's another fantasy I have. You remember Boston Legal?
You'd be a hot smoker for a cigar.
You remember Boston Legal?
I do remember that show a while ago.
James Spader and William Shatner's characters were always going on the roof after working a tough case.
Yes.
And smoke and have bourbon. Y'all know bourbon is like my favorite whiskey. Because I drink across the spectrum, but if anything is preferred. Hey, Michelle. Y'all, my big sister Michelle is in the building. David's favorite guest.
Oh, my girl. Come in.
Just a second.
Hey, Michelle.
What's up, everyone? You're listening to BFAM 109.6. This is your girl, Miss Sophia, the Diva, and we are doing a Diva Disturbed. David, Miss Michelle wants to say, hey, boo, to you. Okay. Basically, girl, what you missed, we paid homage to Bushwick Bill. We've also talked about the call-out society and how everyone is upset about full-figured mannequins when they really should be oh Lord, I'm gonna show it to him doing one of our breaks, okay? But you know, we're basically talking about the call out society and how people are so quick to call out everyone, but yet y'all don't be calling out about the right things. Like you should be upset about how inhumane human beings are being treated, not about how a mannequin look, okay? Speaking of inhumane treatment, the DR, I'm done talking about it. Basically, I'm not going to the Dominican Republic. I don't care if I win an all-expense paid trip until they do right, until the government sees fit, and until the locals get over themselves and see fit to do right by my brothers and sisters that are Haitian. I ain't effing with you, okay? I will go vacation in Haiti. I do know that there are some developments going on. As a matter of fact, I've met one of the developers that's developing in Haiti. So maybe, you know, I might get him here on the Diva Disturbed. He's a nice young man. I think he's about 32 years old and is already a millionaire. So there you go.
Here.
Yeah. Speaking of violence, ladies, I need for some of us to wise up. It is not that serious that all of us have a man. Okay, that we have a man. My friend said, "Is he single?" Girl, I don't know. I know he got some children. I didn't ask all that, and they little, so he might be in a relationship.
I'm single.
David said he's single and willing to mingle. Okay,
I'm a little under $1 million though.
He a little under $1 million. But I'll tell you something that's disturbing me right now, ladies. I need for y'all to stop procreating, dating these no-count men just so you can say that you have a man, okay? Recently, a story was just published where, God help us, this 2-month-old baby died in his mama's arms while his father, I'm assuming that was the father, the newborn baby was brutally beaten and killed in mom's arms. First of all, mama, put the baby down. You know that Negro was crazy, okay? Jakirian dancer, just 2.5 months old, was a victim of a beating that police said ultimately killed him. His mother was too distraught to go on camera, but she shared this picture with us. They showed a picture of the baby. She's grieving, said her local pastor. She's very sad. I have a feeling that she knew that the father had this type of behavior, and this wasn't the first time he had put hands on her. Let me tell y'all something, ladies. When it gets like that, leave. Just leave. It ain't worth it. You can make it on your own. It might be a struggle initially, but leave. Please leave. Because first of all, your children will appreciate you for it, and you won't be grieving about certain things happening when they happen. Okay? So prayers up for that family. I can't imagine what it's like to lose a child. I just know what it's like to lose a loved one. Okay. Let's see. Another thing that is disturbing me is the foster care system and the lack of funding that goes towards these type of programs. An 8-year-old, a girl that was 8 was told to put a rag in her mouth to quiet her screams during beatings in foster care home, cops say. So these is 3 pieces of trash involved in this one. But when 8-year-old girl was told just to get your rag, she knew a beating was coming. The cloth was for her mouth so nobody could hear her. Fort Lauderdale, of course, this is out of Florida. Fort Lauderdale police removed the child from her foster mother's home, and 3 adults who are accused of participating in abuse were taken to jail, according to the reports. Police went to the child's foster home on May 16th. Her body was fully covered in scars, scabs, blisters, bruises from whip marks. The number of marks was uncountable. A medical exam found the girl did not have clear, unscarred skin on the back of her upper thigh. This child has been brutally beaten for God knows how long. While caretaker Dwayne Fletcher, 56, was present and interrupted an officer's interview with the child, she denied her injuries were from abuse. That's what abusers do. That's why you have to separate the child. You have to catch them at school. And for all we know, she could have been homeschooled. A lot of people get involved in the foster care system because they want the money. It's not about the child. They don't want to be responsible. They just want to collect a check, live their best life, and eat crab legs and any type of seafood they want, because that's the first place they want to run to as soon as they get some state money. They want to go get crab legs and shit. But I'm going to pray for that baby. I hope she can recover. I know a lot of nightmare stories happen. One of the worst stories I heard, I think, came out of California, where a boy was brutally beaten, passed around for in trade for sex and drugs, and ultimately died. And I do remember that those particular DFAC workers were prosecuted for, being derelict. And I understand, as we talked about this before previously on this show, because one of my friends is a prosecutor for Dallas County, and she was telling me the ultimate goal is to always get the child back to the family. And I get that, but at the same time, we got to do better about funding social workers in these programs, because I sit in my counseling classes and you hear about people talking about they quit because the work is too much, the pay is not enough, their lives are in danger because you go to these homes, you don't know if you're going to get shot or not. You just never know what danger is going to come upon you. So prayers up for that child. I'm glad that she's going to need a lot of counseling and therapy, So, and here's the other thing. This is why it is so important for you all to be careful once again when you procreate. If you don't want a baby, don't have the baby. Do things to prevent getting pregnant. Okay, just do that. Also, real quick, I love karma, don't you? I love karma. Karma is a beautiful thing. So y'all remember this chick that was saying that Michelle Obama was looking like an ape, even though she built like an orangutan, the woman that was saying it? Okay, so woman who called Michelle Obama an ape has been sentenced to prison for, get this, embezzling funds. Becky been out here stealing, y'all, but she want to talk about somebody being an ape while she had her hand in the cookie jar. Okay, Pamela Taylor was sentenced to 10 months in prison for stealing flood recovery funds. See, you wonder why, y'all, when y'all looking for your money, where your check while you still in the FEMA truck, Pamela done took y'all's money. She now has a new claim to fame after being convicted on Thursday of embezzling recovery funds and making multiple false statements to FEMA. U.S. District Judge Irene C. Berger sentenced Taylor to 10 months in prison and 2 months of house arrest for the crimes, in addition to the $10,000 fine given to her. There's no such thing as a little bit of FEMA fraud. Taylor's fraudulent scheme took FEMA dollars away from those who needed it most, said U.S. Attorney Mike Stewart. So, Pamela, baby, what you got to say for yourself, girl? You and Linda Fairstein might end up in a cell together. If you don't know who Linda Fairstein is, baby, Scissoring Sisters. Either way, shout out to Alex Rogers. I got that from him, comedian Alex Rogers. But all I'm saying is that Linda Fairstein is not having a good week. I don't have all the list of losses this heifer is taking. But, and I need to look this up, or maybe my producer can assist me because I just saw this on Instagram. This heifer done went to, I think it's the New York Times or somewhere, and wrote about how the Netflix story of the Central Park Five is all lies. They just lied. They lied on me. Heifer, ain't nobody lying on you. Okay? So either way, she done had to step down from these nice board memberships. And board members sometimes get compensated and if they don't get compensated financially, they kind of get compensated with trips and all these recreational things where they do team development. So Linda done had to give it up, honey. She ain't looking too good these days. But Pamela Taylor, baby, next time I bet you learn how to keep your mouth closed, won't you? Let me see who else is on. Did you show him who's saying? Okay. All right. So either way, I tell you. So we talked about Scarface. I mean, we talked about Ghetto Boys, but let's talk about Mr. Scarface went up the block again. He's taking over the block. Rapper Scarface, aka Brad Jordan, has said that he will be running for Houston City Council. So he took to social media on Saturday to announce he is running for Houston City Council District D. Good for him, because we need representation. Okay. But either way, y'all, we better get ready because we've got our special guest that's going to be coming in our next segment, Comedian Willie B. I hope y'all are ready to laugh because it is going to be hilarious. Either way, I'm Miss Sophia the Diva. You are listening to BFAM 109.6, baby. And this is a Diva Disturbance. Come on, kiss the gun.
I watched that video all day. And matter of fact, I watched it most of the day. Apollonia was too damn fine.
Michelle says, tell my boyfriend he's too loud on the phone. Oh, David done picked up him a girlfriend. She's Cali living.
Oh, I got a Cali girl? You know what they say about a Cali girl?
Well, she's from NOLA originally. So she, New Orleans, baby. New Orleans, baby.
I lost her now. She's going to put a voodoo on.
I know she might bury your drawers in the backyard.
I met a girl in New Orleans. She told me that too.
You never
You
go.
know, if you cheat on me, I'm going to bury your drawers in the backyard. You're going to get hard again. I was like, what?
He said, we just need to know if he can handle all this, Jimmy. Lord help.
Oh,
shit. I'm a sex shooter. Come shoot. Uh-oh. We got calls coming in today.
You pick my line for a second, y'all. Okay, so you're walking up. What do you see? What's the first building you see?
Oh, I got on my Prince t-shirt for those of you who can't tell. I had it on the other night. This came from Izzy and Liv. As you know, they do those. I think Izzy and Liv. I think they do the brown sugar.
You're right up there in the middle of everything. I just see that, right?
Look over where the guest is on.
Right next door to the rock.
Her guest is on struggle right now.
Like if you're at the water,
he's trying to get here. Hold on.
Towards the Roxy, and then I'll be outside. I'll be in front of the door. I'll wave at you. I'll just keep my hand up waving. You're looking for the Roxy in space. Behind me? Okay, turn around and walk straight across to the Roxy. You're not that far away. Walk across that whole place, like in front of the stadium. Walk across that towards the Roxy. You should be able to look at the Roxy right there. I'll walk outside right now. You want to come back in? Because you're coming back in right now.
Okay.
And then we'll just come in with you. 7 seconds.
All right.
Okay.
All right. What's up, everybody?
No.
Oh, okay. Okay, I need to put my phone on Do Not Disturb. All right, what's up, everybody? This is Miss Sophia the Diva. You're listening to BFAM 109.6. This is my fabulous show, A Diva Disturbed. And tonight, a lot of the music that you will be hearing tonight is all produced, written, something. Prince is connected to it, okay? That was Apollonia 6 and Sex Shooter, if you remember Purple Rain. Hey, that was the hot song. That was when, what was his name? Morris Day and the Time was trying to have a girls group, okay? No, I need y'all to get this right, okay? Oh, that was some good stuff. I don't care what nobody said. It's one of my favorite movies. I watch it every New Year's Eve if I do not go out. So let's see what else is in the headlines, because I done missed some stuff that I want to talk about. I'll tell you something. Becky out here, Becky, Carol, and Karen, I need for y'all need to stop coming with the shits, okay? A lab owner in Alabama, no doubt, decided that she is going to play judge and jury for who gets to keep their kids in job, okay? Let me see if I can find it. Oh, God, I just had it. So we talked about that. Just a second, y'all. I'm so sorry. I thought I had everything queued up, but I don't. Okay, well, let's talk about this real quick. This is a little bit less heavy. And it's comical, too. I love how there are certain, quote unquote, people of color that are people of color when it's convenient for them. Y'all remember that there was a writer on the train who thought it would be cute to take a picture of a metro worker who was eating on the train. And then she was like, when you're on your morning commute and see, and then she at the WM MATA employee in uniform eating on the train. I thought we were not allowed to eat on the train. This is unacceptable. So Natasha Tynes, I love how BuzzFeed wrote this article. Before May 10th, Natasha Tynes, a Jordanian-American writer, a mother of 3, the sole breadwinner of her family of 5, and a communications officer for the World Bank Group, was looking forward to the June release of her new book, They Called Me Wyatt. She had worked on it for 4 years. Then on May 10th, Tynes, a self-described social media maiden, tweeted a photo of a Black DC Metro employee eating on the train, calling her out for breaking the transit authority rules. So y'all know the transit worker was not reprimanded. As a matter of fact, this was a teachable moment for the transit people to realize that they need to figure out how to do better, because there's not a lot of time for them in between stops to do their jobs. So now Tyne got dropped by her publisher, which I'm sure if she reads her contract, there's probably some sort of social acceptable behavior. Right now, my brain is not working, but there is a specific term for that, basically a moral clause. And she probably violated that, but she wants to sue them. She's suing them, alleging, among other things, that the California-based company breached its contract and defamed her with false public statements that caused her extreme emotional distress. How in the hell did they do that when you put yourself out on social media and individuals in social media dragged you for filth? Help me understand that. Okay. The lawsuit said that the issue of race did not occur to Tynes, an immigrant woman of color with a prominent accent, when she sent the tweet. Don't nobody give a damn about you having an accent at this point. Don't nobody care if you want to identify as people of color. Let me tell you something, and this is not me being racist or divisive. This is why I don't like us being lumped in and called people of color, because it's so convenient for everybody else to jump on that train. And the rest of us, kind of like the Black people, we are technically people of color, but at the same time, the people of color that are also supposed to be people of color, they quick to separate themselves from us when it's convenient, and then they part of it when it's convenient. So Natasha, baby, you dug this hole. You get yourself out of it. I hope that Rare Bird don't pay you a damn dime because you don't deserve shit. Okay. It's ironic that having taken advantage of First Amendment rights with an ill-advised tweet, Ms. Town now seeks to stifle and punish use of the very same rights of a respected book publisher who legitimately expressed its opinions of her conduct rather than take responsibility for her actions. And that's pretty much what it is. The union workers, the metro workers at the time said riders like Times are often unaware that bus operators have an average of 20 minutes to eat and get to their next access point to ensure buses and trains run on time. The unidentified metro worker did not face any disciplinary action for eating on the train, but was hurt and embarrassed for blasting on social media. Miss Metro worker, I encourage you to possibly even sue for emotional distress yourself and for the embarrassment that this woman of color has caused you. So I just, it's always convenient. That's all I'm saying. It's like a person of color when you need to be a person of color. Speaking of people of color, let me talk about. It's a new dawn. It's a new day. We are not just sitting around here singing, we can overcome. We can also say, you catch these hands. You come at us the wrong way. Video catches a white couple getting butt kicking on the freeway after calling Latino family beaners. Everybody knows that that is a derogatory term. Please don't ever call any of my Latino brothers and sisters wetbacks, beaners, whatever you want to call it. It's just unnecessary. So a fight broke out, and this is from Raw Story. A fight broke out on Highway 118 in California after a white couple allegedly called a Latino family beaners. According to a Twitter user with the handle @PattyMonster6, her her parents were cut off in traffic by the white couple. And so next thing you know, they all get out, and next thing you know, a fight break out. All I'm gonna say is that y'all can catch these hands. You tried it, yeah, because you need to get these hands. I mean, I'm just saying, that spitting and cussing and getting in our face, that shit ain't gonna fly. Y'all, hey, calm the fuck down. Either way, right now, I just want to take this time out to introduce our studio guest. Let me see if I can get him in frame with me. Come over here, Willie! Willie, let me holler at you. Can you see us on your cameras?
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, good to go.
Okay. So everyone, this is comedian Willie B. We have been big upping him since Saturday. And I just want to thank all of you who are joining the conversation. I'm Miss Sophia the Diva. You're listening to Diva Disturbed. If you would like to talk to Mr. Willie B once we conclude our little brief interview about how he got into being a stand-up comedy, where you from, what you do, is this a full-time gig for you? So anyways, Willie, welcome to Diva Disturbed. It's so good to see you again. We have shared a stage here and there. When I first came to Atlanta, I was doing a little stand-up down there to the Pizza Mike before it got shut down. What, do you know why they picked this out? Why they picked this out?
Because we weren't funny.
Oh, damn. Oh, damn. What was the name of the place?
It was Rocky Mountain Pizza.
Rocky Mountain Pizza Company.
You got bounced out of Rocky Mountain Pizza Company?
They used to shut it down every Sunday, and they would put a sign on the door to warn families, like, hey, it's going to be some cursing up in this piece. So, either way, if y'all want to join the conversation, number is 678-383-4378. Willie, oh, here we go. Live video stopped again. I don't know what is wrong. Did it go down? Everything went down?
Everything went down again. We apologize.
Okay.
It's not us.
Well, YouTube is still going.
The only thing that busted on mine was just
Facebook.
Came right back on.
It didn't come back on. Oh, and my friend said she's still on Periscope. Okay. So anyway, Willie, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself? First of all, we've only got 1 minute left in this segment, but if you could just go ahead and introduce yourself and give us a 30-second breakdown, and then we will elaborate further about Mr. Willie B.
Okay, I'm Willie B. I do comedy. I travel all over. And I'm gonna tell you how everything about myself once you come back.
All right. And I am Miss Sophia the Diva. You are listening to BFAM 109.6. This is a Diva Disturbed. Hit it, DJ. We want to hear some Prince.
It's still got a commercial on. What's going on for now?
Or is it Morris Day?
No.
Who we playing? We playing Morris? This is my favorite. One of my favorites. Mm-hmm.
That's the backside of Prince.
I told them I'm at a pizza place.
I can't believe that you got bounced out of pizza place.
Because they said we were fine. I didn't know what happened because I had stopped going because I was like, I just don't feel like it.
You know how famous your name is in Atlanta?
Oh,
Yours.
no, I don't. Oh,
You know,
the gorilla, but
dude.
Yeah, I knew a girl
I
named.
use that.
do
You use that in your jokes?
No,
I would.
What
I
girl?
would totally use that. Yeah, absolutely.
Wait a minute, what's
Like,
going on?
one of the things that Otis, my buddy, my partner from my show,
Mm-hmm.
we're in downtime. The radio's playing, but we're still live.
That's the Ballad of Dorothy
This is kinda
Parker.
like behind the scenes,
Yeah.
the video. But
This is
Otis does this thing. He goes up there and goes, y'all like Chris Rock? Yeah, yeah. Y'all like Martin Lawrence? Yeah. Y'all like Kevin Hart? Yeah. Ain't none of them motherfuckers gonna be here tonight.
Yeah.
That's how he starts the
Yeah.
show. You know? Like, if you got up there and you said something like, y'all like Atlanta? Y'all know who Willie B is? That gorilla? Well, his ass is dead. I'm here now.
All right. That's fine.
Dude, he's fine. He's huge here.
Oh, there's
People
the
crying when
story.
that
I
hell
know that.
died.
Yeah, I know.
Like Gordon,
I
and
think
it's
I
gay.
might start using it.
Yeah. That's
Somebody
what-
else told me
you can't have that name.
I
and
done had a
not,
lot of names.
you have had a lot of names?
Yes. Really being, you know, from the movie.
How do I know that?
Any given Sunday.
Any given Sunday, Willie Beamer. Yeah. Okay, yeah, he's a running back, right?
Free Willie. Willie Moore Jr.
Dude, you're way too small to be Willie.
Yeah.
That's like a big boy. Like,
Willie Moore Jr.
well, I like that one.
You know, he here. And, he on some radio station.
Okay. That one sounds good. I'm so excited about
I
this.
think I got some people calling in.
Okay,
They said,
cool.
okay, I see you. I was like, well, that's
You
good.
can, I think we can hook you up.
Absolutely. You
Here.
can go live. You can go live. You can use this to go live. You
Mhm, so
All it does is
yeah.
hold it.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
See here? Look at this. See here? It's like a haircut. Really?
Okay. Yeah.
Cool. There you go.
Would you like
And you
anything?
turn it. You can turn it. You want it up and down. Turn.
That's good.
Yeah.
We're all about getting
This
them.
is the family. Yeah, let me get a fruit cocktail or something.
What's my girl doing? What's Michelle doing?
Michelle is just she's I don't know. And where's my girl Sugar Bay tonight? Usually
I'm
guess
saying
I
she's usually here and
I
about
guess-
$20 in by now.
I guess they swap it out tonight. I guess tonight is gonna be Michelle. Oh,
So you say Michelle's enough?
Michelle says she's driving right now, so that's why
Okay.
but she's watching.
Okay.
You know, she got her fancy schmancy California ride.
30 seconds. Last week.
Because my neighbor was like, when you want me to come clean your car? And I was like,
Never.
whenever. I don't care.
Whenever.
Car wash is a car wash.
Very good. I ain't.
You tell me.
Yeah, that's a good angle.
You look good?
And you ain't showed him.
Willie, you look good?
Because I have,
Okay,
you know, I have all
You ain't
of
worried
my
about
stuff used, but I'll
Take a
show it to
picture
him
so it
after
looks
the
good.
show. I promise.
Coming in.
All right.
Not yet.
Every song she said, you see me sing. Is it time? All right, y'all. What's up? We are back. This is Miss Sophia the Diva. You're listening to BFAM 109.6. This is a Diva Disturbed. If you want to call in and talk to us, we have comedian Willie B in the house.
Willie
678. I forgot the number to say fast.
B.
678 4378. Y'all know I ain't gonna lie, I had a little something to drink before I left the house.
I think it's a
You know, it's the peach It's peach season here in Georgia, so I had me a very peachy cocktail, but it sneaks up on you. But I took a lift here. Granted, it smelled like corn chips, but I took a lift here. Okay. Hey, Audrey, thanks for joining. All right, Mr. Willie. So when we left off, we kind of got a brief introduction. He was a traveling comic. How long have you been doing comedy?
I actually started in 2009.
2000. Oh, you've been doing comedy
Yeah.
a long. How old are you, Willie?
I'm about to say, Willie.
You look like you about
You're
still in your
19.
20s.
I know.
So what are you?
I'm at
30?
I'm 32.
No way.
No way.
Yeah.
I think ID you would have hurt me.
I would too. I'd be like,
You look young, bro.
let me see your
Yeah,
ID.
yeah, we got a whole bunch of people coming here for Willie now.
They
Uh-huh.
coming in?
Yeah, somebody just tagged you right there.
Somebody open the door.
I tagged him on here.
Somebody else
I'm
just-
surprised Alex hasn't
I'm
called
trying to
in
find
or
my
said
live
something.
one.
Let me see who's on. People are watching, but they're not saying anything. What was I gonna say? So you've been doing comedy since 2009. What got you into comedy? What drew you to the stage?
I always liked comedy. I always watched it on TV. You know, I thought it was something that I wanted to do. But what really actually got me in doing it, I was working in McDonald's, right?
Oh.
And my manager said, you silly. You know, I don't know if you watch it, but he said, you silly, right? And he said, won't you go talk to my guy at church? I said, at church? He said, yeah. He said, you work at the radio station. I was like, oh, okay. No, I was standing on Chattanooga.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's where I grew up. You know, I'm from Atlanta, but I grew up in Chattanooga.
Okay.
So I went down to the radio station, Prime 94.
Okay.
Yeah, so I talked to DJ Eric Foster.
Okay.
He the one told me, hey man, what you doing a comedy night, all right?
Oh,
And
shit.
it was like at the comedy pit.
Okay.
So I went down and I did my first one, and the show sold out, like a real show.
I'd be terrified.
My first show ever sold out, and I think the headliner was Simon Dolan. Yeah,
I don't know who
yeah, he lived here.
Okay.
Yeah, so we a bomb.
Bombing your
Yeah,
first
I
one.
It happens.
I did. Yeah.
It
Oh
happened.
man.
But what happened? I had a backup plan. I had brought a book bag with me, right? My manager gave me an old Jordan suit with a hole in it,
I always say that.
and he looked through the hole. He said, "If it don't work, just look through the hole." And I'm like, "All right, cool." So I went on stage and the jokes didn't work. So I pulled out the suit and just looked through the hole, and they started laughing. And I made a joke about it. I said, "If y'all don't like my shoe, y'all see how my car feels."
Oh my God!
So
You're looking through a shoe.
yeah,
It's
You're on the
talking.
stage with someone
It's
on the
talking.
crowd,
yeah.
looking through the bottom of the shoe.
Right.
Look at the rich
Yeah, yeah. You gotta have to laugh on that.
Well, see, and that's called improv, and you gotta do that.
Survival.
And survival.
When I got off stage, I did so bad. I thought so. I asked some guy like, what type of advice could you give me if you like to work a little bit? And he was like, just don't stop doing it.
Right.
And I thought that was like the worst advice he ever said. Like,
No.
No. It was, at the time, you
Yeah.
know, I was thinking like, I was like, I thought he was trying to brush me out. Like he just said, don't stop doing it, and walked out. So I'm like, okay, you don't want to talk to me. Okay, fine. Then a couple years later, I was like, I get it.
Yep. We all get
That's what
it.
happened.
I just haven't been on stage because I don't feel it anymore. I don't. When I get up there, I feel like
Me and Otis just booked 6 shows.
I saw that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
For
jealous.
BFAM.
I'm
Here, don't be jealous. You're in one.
Oh, I am.
Yeah.
Oh Lord, I
Yeah.
guess I'm up there and talk about my
As
shelter
long as you
life.
bring that hair.
Is that bring? I have lots of this hair.
No. I want Shaka Khan.
Oh, I have lots of this
Yeah,
hair. I have at least 3 or 4 of these in my
Wow.
collection. So now you grew up in Chattanooga, but did you spend any time in California?
In California?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 2 weeks.
Oh Lord,
That's enough, isn't it?
because he put ATL, ALB, and all this stuff. And I was like,
That's all you need to spend out there.
But I do remember when I first met you, you were asking me about Cali, and I was just saying, like I told every comic that goes out there, quite frankly, I think Atlanta is a great place to build your career as a comedian. Because once you get to California, to me, the problem with Cali, especially if you want to get to some of the bigger stages, bring your shows.
Exactly.
I hate bring your shows. Well, if you bring 10 to 12 of your friends, you can get 10 minutes. But if you don't, you only get 3 minutes. And then, it's like all of us are trying to get out. And plus, I think here you get paid. Just like in New York, people get paid. But in Cali, ain't nobody trying to pay you because we all trying to eat. We trying to eat.
Cali a hard place.
There she is. Hey, Sugar Bae.
Cali like a hard place to get on. It's like a whole lot of comedy there. And it's like a showcase, basically. But all the money on the East Coast.
So,
seems like there's more comedians on the East Coast and more comedian actors on the West Coast.
Yeah.
Like you're comedian and actor.
Right.
You're looking to double dip a little bit.
Right. I feel like New York is like one of the best places.
That's a cash cow.
I'm just saying, man, it's better know how to spend that money. You get it.
Yeah.
Because you can go
I heard money happens fast.
It does. It does.
I think people on my live. I don't know about y'all, but
yeah, we got live all over the place.
Right here.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah. I got some people.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like if it comes up and it says wave, hit that little button that says wave.
Okay.
Yeah. So you're waving at the people.
Okay.
Yeah. Wave at
But
them.
you need to turn it this way because people are. I can see the comments are coming up. They should be coming up this way, but they're coming. So you have to turn it. Just turn it. You'll be fine. Yeah. There you go.
Yeah, you got people.
Yeah, you got a lot of people. So. Okay.
Yeah, y'all ain't doing too good over.
Oh no.
Just
I mean, what's most important though is what's coming across that streaming system. So, looks like we might have a call. I know we got like 10 calls tonight. We're popular. Yes, because Michelle said you were loud.
BFAM 109.6.
Oh, girl. Well, you know what, Sugar Bae? You get yours, honey. This is comedian Willie B. He here telling us about his journey. Thank you so much. God bless you. Blessings upon you.
We have a caller who wants to talk to Willie.
Oh, somebody wants to talk to Willie B. Y'all calling you on the air. I bet it's Alex.
Caller, state your name.
What's up?
Hey, get out of here, man.
That's Alex. Alex,
AC.
AC. Yeah, what's up, AC?
Well, cousin Matthew.
Where's cousin Matt? You know what we're doing. We're working, bro.
What's up, man?
Out here getting these checks.
Yeah, cousin Matt, he at work right now.
Okay.
Y'all doing tonight?
What's up, man?
Chattanooga in the house.
Yeah, I called in a couple weeks ago. Yeah, I remember.
That's right. You did call in. That's right. We got tell them who's on there. Tell your people who's on there.
Oh, okay. Right now, if y'all remember about a month ago, maybe longer than that, we had comedian Alex AC Hutchinson on. That's who's on the phone right now because these Chattanooga, Tennessee boys up in here. Okay, so.
What do you want me to do? Nah.
Chattanooga, stand up.
He said, Chattanooga, stand up. Willie stood up.
I claim Memphis sometimes because my daddy's from Memphis. I just want to feel included.
I got you, bro. I got you.
All right, so you got some projects. So in addition to stand-up comedy, is there anything else that you do, or is this your full-time gig? What else do you do?
It's not really full-time yet.
Not yet?
I'm still working on it.
You still working?
Yeah. People don't think I don't think workers think I'm funny enough for full-time.
That's okay. That's why we stay grinding.
Yeah.
Some of us don't make it to headline
status.
status.
That's why I do spots like this, like Tony, I bought clubs. Yeah.
Oh, somebody said, all I can say is, this is Andy Gwynn. He said, all I can say is Willie B is the humblest comic. He's been really a good comic friend to me as a new comic. That is awesome. I can say that too.
Appreciate you, man.
He's been in my
Appreciate
IG DMs. No, he wasn't trying to holler at me. But what he was trying to say is I need to get my ass back up on stage. And I intend to get back on stage. It's just
You gotta push your way.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened.
I mean-
yes.
Oh, my fault.
You and I guess from last week, Tamika, y'all trying to push me back up on stage. But anyway, y'all, we got to take a quick commercial break so we can, shout out to Starship and Burn and all them for supporting
We're
us.
finna go on break, man.
But,
So I'll be back in a minute.
all right, I'm Miss Sophia the Diva. This is comedian Willie B, and we will be back here on the Diva Disturbed. Okay? Y'all get ready, because I'm a nasty girl.
Oh, shit.
BFAM 109.6, the Diva Disturbed.
Hey, what's the number to call me?
678.
All right, we're at break. Hey, C, what's going on, baby? What you do at the punchline?
678 what?
383
Yeah, we had Sunday night.
4378.
We have to go up against
What else they call it?
15 other people. And,
Yes, they call him whenever.
Did you win?
No, I didn't win, but I played third.
Hey Val.
Third's all right.
Hey Don. Hey Audrey.
Hey, we on commercial, man. Give me a second.
Third's okay. I mean, it ain't last.
Yeah.
Oh, he came in third place?
Started out at 15. I'm all right with that. You're going to get a call back. We're going to give you a golf clap today.
Sure.
I only had 10 people.
You got 10
I
people
only
left?
had 10 people.
That's good because
I'm counting on right now.
This one right here has 97.
I never have that many on mine.
And this one right here,
Let's see.
you ain't even close. 316.
I'm sick of this delay. Do you know how I can get my comments to
Yeah,
you
man, come on,
faster?
man.
I ain't gonna lie. Let me get my Instagram people on her.
I don't know.
Hey, see,
Something
I'm
is wrong
battling
with the
Willie
internet
B.
tonight in the building where we are. I think
I'm
we're gonna have
battling
to. I think the
He said, I
station we're
got
gonna have
10
to
people
invest
watching.
in
I looked at my camera, I had
a
97.
hot spot ultimately
And
because this can't
316,
keep
so I
happening
think I
in
won.
the middle of the show.
When you come back down to Atlanta?
Because my Facebook that I'm streaming on, it went completely out.
I'm trying to get on yours too.
Dude, when you come down there, you better make sure you come down
Yeah, just
Tuesday
let
or
us know
Thursday.
so we can, put you on. I mean, you can pop in and sit in.
Yeah.
That's the card.
You should keep the card. You give it the card. I know you got the number. You just called me.
Yeah, I didn't know who the number to come.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then they pulled up. I was like, okay.
Very, very cool.
You got that number.
Yeah. So when
Yeah,
you're back
it
here, make
is,
sure you hit
it
me
is.
up and
It's the internet,
we'll go
though.
get a drink.
It's the internet.
Yeah, the
We can't-
internet's really bad here today.
It's really bad.
It might be
tonight.
raining
You
too.
going back?
And you know what
You
else?
already
We
know
had really bad
You
rain
going back? You going back?
Well,
the past
one
couple of days
one
too.
more.
So my
We're still
internet,
live.
Okay.
We're just not on the radio.
I think we have, what is it, 5?
We got 40 seconds.
No, you got, no, what's it called? You know how they split our Wi-Fi internet now where it's like you'll have a 2 gig and a 5 gig?
Right.
My 5 gig keeps kicking my cell phone off, but my 2 still is
That's
functional.
exactly what's happening here. This one right here is doing tons of work. This one right here is going out and out.
So I don't know. I mean, y'all just pray for us as we
All right,
scroll
coming in.
along.
Yeah, we'll apologize to all our viewers. We will go right back live when we go off on Facebook. We
Yeah,
apologize.
we always come back.
Coming in.
All right, what's up, everybody? It's your girl, Miss Sophia the Diva. You're listening to BFAM 109.6. You're listening to a Diva Disturbed, and right now we have comedian Willie B in the house. Not only is Willie a comedian, he is also Buddha a comedy. He is very zen in his approach, okay? So, girl, I love me some nasty girl. As you know, also for those of you just joining tonight, this particular show is dedicated to my favorite artist of all time, Prince Rogers Nelson. He would have been 61. What was this? What was his birthday? Sunday? No, Saturday. His birthday was this past Saturday, but he doesn't celebrate birthdays, so I always say it was his born day, and he would have been on this earth physically for 61 years had he lived and had they not murdered him. Either way, so Willie. So we have comedian Willie B. If you're just joining, he's been doing stand-up since 2009. He is really getting his legs up under him with this comedy grind thing. As far as he actually travels, I can't say that anyone has invited me to come and travel just yet. But y'all know my legs are behind. Ain't been getting on stage, so he's been trying to encourage me to get back up on stage. Maybe one day. I don't know. I'm just
traveling to my house from Garland.
I did. Oh, we did the taste. That's what else we did. I keep forgetting to post the video, but we did do a taste testing, and I want some more of those sloppy joes. And I want some more of that shrimp and medallions.
No, somebody say, I'm going to go to school next year.
Oh, here he go. He's about to get in my ass.
They make a word for her.
Yeah, I mean,
and it's pro.
They say like,
and I have,
they say like, I got so much stuff going on right now. You know, I got to go to school. I'm going to go next semester. Next semester come. You know what? Christmas really got me. So I'm going to wait until summertime. And then the summertime comes. Then
I feel like he is. Like I'm sitting right here.
Yeah, she's going to have a cane walking around. Talking about,
okay. So let's just be real. There are different forms of comedy. And so I'm doing it right now by sitting on this radio station and going in on these different crazy ass folk in the world. But at the same time, I know I can do better and I will do better, but there's no excuse. There's no excuse. But again, I will say this though. I do enjoy the stage. It's just that I don't know if you were there, but one of the last Sundays I showed up at the pizza mic, I literally was standing with the mic in my hand and I was talking and I felt like, what the fuck am I doing up here? I don't feel funny. I need to sit my ass down. And I've only done probably a handful of shows. Like I did Sonny G's birthday party. Yeah. I did comedian Duchess out there in Douglasville. Okay. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna have to have her. How
much notice do you need to go on the show? You gotta do 20 for me. How much
I gotta do 20?
If I call you up and say, hey man, I need 20. You got tomorrow.
I got it.
Tomorrow.
I got it.
Tonight.
I got it. Let's do it.
Guess what? I have 22 if I feel like it. Sorry, y'all. Whatchamacallit went out too.
If you call me before I'm coming. I just want to go to the Birds game.
Oh, I'm definitely calling you. I was just talking in the Fifi world.
Okay.
Okay. If you got called.
Okay, we went dark there.
I'm 29th. I got a comedy show coming up.
Yeah.
Fifi, you want to work?
Oh, when?
See, that's the wrong answer.
No, when? I didn't hear the date.
29th.
Yeah, I can do it.
You can't erase the answer.
I can do 15. I can do 15.
I just asked for 20.
They really are in my ass in the studio. Now, I do apologize because some of y'all really have been supportive.
What's up, man?
No, you're great with your show. She's on point with her show.
Yeah, you have.
I got my fault.
What?
I got a shout out.
He got a shout out. I feel like we on the Breakfast Club.
My boy DT, man. What's up, man? DT Owen.
I know.
What up, DT Owen?
Shout out to Birmingham.
B-Town
in the house. So anyway, Willie, there has been a lot going on in the headlines, and in this segment, we want to kind of talk about some of them with you. But here's one of the things that's been going on. Now, this is a touchy subject. But I found it interesting that there was a man that said to us today in this group that I'm in. I'm not going to say the group because I don't want everybody to be part of my group. Some of the shit I'm in secret societies on Facebook, okay? But they were talking about how trans women have been getting murdered at alarming rates.
Okay.
But one of the big things that they brought up though, looking like on him. But one of the big things they brought up is that women in general, we just aren't appreciated as women for the contributions that we do to this package.
Y'all not appreciated?
We not appreciated, but that's not what I wanted to say. Y'all, liquor is kicking in. No, okay, here it is. What it is that, okay, y'all saw the viral clip that you can have that. The viral clip that went viral.
You have the regular water too.
That's like the water.
Y'all, okay. So where the guy was saying, it's beneath me now because the white woman came and berated him at the hotel. So it came up. Now this guy is very gay and clear as day. It was obvious he was gay, even if he wouldn't. But he said that there are tweets that came up from like 5 or 6 years ago where he was berating trans people. And what I found interesting about it is that just like any group dynamic, like some black people don't like other black people because in the LGBTQ community, they don't like each other because sometimes it's above me now. Is that what he said? It's above me now, yeah. But either way, they were just what? But he was.
Seen on the phone giggling his butt off.
I'm just saying.
AC.
So don't y'all find it interesting that even in the LGBT community, trans people are not accepted?
Okay, I got a question for you. Just keep simple answers.
Okay.
If you're gay, does it have anything to do with the way you talk? Gay is a sex thing. You prefer men instead of women, or women on women. It's sex, right? It's private, right? So why do you have to go, hello, welcome to the Sheraton? You don't have to talk like that if you don't want the feedback. Gay is not a language. So if you go out of your way to sound gay and somebody else walks up to you and gives you gay comments, didn't you ask for them? I don't do it.
Well, here's the thing, because you do have some people that have been raised in a female estrogen field.
I've never heard females talk like that.
It's a culture. It is. For all it is kind of a culture. But I mean, I'm just saying that I just found that really interesting. But a guy was telling me that he has been deemed, and this is where I'm going with this. A guy was telling me, and see, even my dude, he talks about it too. He feels like women in general, like we were talking about, for instance, one night we went and saw comedian Melanie Camacho. Why is Melanie Camacho not as big as what the woman is fucking talented. I love when she gets up on stage, because when she does comedy, the shit just says she hits. Like every 15 seconds, she got to punch. Whoa. And we just feel like she doesn't get her due. And the guy was saying that when he talks about women's rights and standing up for equality, for, and equity for us, people are, oh, dude, you gay. You gay. I'm like, that don't make him gay because he, stands up for our rights or whatever. But
gay should be private. It shouldn't be public.
You don't think so? It should be above.
Do you see heterosexual people going out there? Hey, I just made love to my woman, and everybody.
I mean,
we go to jail for that.
Like, what city was that in?
Every city. Gay pride's in every city.
No, I mean, when the person got killed,
in Dallas, a lot of women are getting. And my concern with the trans community is this:
women getting killed,
and some of the trans women.
They got the whole unit down there. They look like women. They get bed with them.
First of all, that should be.
But then they already. But I know they're trans women now, but then they already killed themselves as a man.
Oh,
I mean, they're actually killing.
I mean, they're a woman now, right? They're not a man no more, right? So,
well, they call. Well, here's the thing: some of them are in trans. In other words, some of them still have equipment. Some of them are tucking their teeth.
I'm just saying.
But what I was saying in general, it's really sad though, because these are human beings, and they just don't highlight it as much as they do other murders. But the other issue is that somebody else brought up is the fact that it makes you wonder with all these people, are they telling these people, hey, by the way, my high school graduation pic don't look like how I look now? Because somebody was saying that, well, they don't have to tell anybody up front what they used to be or what they're trying to become, because it's no different than when someone is married and don't disclose that they're married. I'm like, there's a difference though, because you setting yourself up, because some men, when they find out that, they will beat the dog shit out of you. And I've heard it entirely too much, and you always hear about them getting beat up and everything else, and now some of them are getting murdered. So I think you should disclose, but that's just my opinion.
You should, because there's feelings involved. If I'm a man, but actually inside I'm a woman, I got female parts. And me and you start dating.
Should be up front, yeah.
Yeah, me and you start dating. Okay? And you think you're dating a man. And then it gets to the physical side, and I'm like, well, I just want to let you know I have female parts. You're not going to hit me? Hey, see, that one joke, bro. I got female parts. Don't you recognize?
Oh, I know.
I just want to bring that up.
What's a female part? A nipple or something?
I mean, okay, like, I'm a guy. I'm a guy.
Because the other idea, they could have.
I say, like, I'm a girl. I'm a girl right now, and we're dating.
I think I'm losing followers.
Yeah, it's just.
I don't know.
I think you should disclose, man. Because when you tell the person that you're not the sex that you are, there's going to be feelings involved. Like, I was dating you, I wasted all this time, you got a dick. Right.
I think that you know, maybe you should talk to somebody who's pregnant, and it might work out.
That's at least your way.
Yeah,
I mean, it was interesting. It was a very interesting conversation once you explained it up. But guys question themselves if she's a trans, she's a girl, you were attracted to a girl. That's true too. And my cousin's not my cousin, my friend's brother found out the hard way when he first came to Atlanta in the 90s. All right, everybody. We're gonna close out this segment for now, but we'll be back with comedian Willie B. I am your host, Miss Sophia the Diva. You're listening to BFAM 109.6. Oh, this is a Diva Disturb. I should not drink before I come on here. I'm just gonna say that right now. I just should not drink. I'm tipsy. Hey, gigolos. I need you.
Hey, AC. Did you know that gigolos need love too?
Let me tell you something. Go down there to Trader Joe's and get you some Dixie Peach and the simpler wine peach and some Deep Eddy vodka. Slice up some peaches, put a sprig of mint leaves in there, mix that together. You just need a shot of Deep Eddy and a little bit of mint syrup. Great summer cocktail.
Diva is telling us why she's kind of floaty today.
You don't drink? Okay, girl. Well, next time, just get the Dixie Peach. Girl, I don't smoke
went
either.
To Trader Joe's,
get the Dixie Peach
with the fluffy stuff in it.
and get you a soda. Like it could be
by the way, Willie, I'm about 100.
a natural soda. Girl, that don't make you a square. One of my best friends, she just we love when she's around because she don't drink or smoke or do nothing. She might have a cigar every now and then, but she don't drink at all. No, I have friends like that.
You're seeing people. People seeing you.
All right.
My goal was to get my license to be a mixologist, so I just practice.
I on commercial. I didn't know. Okay.
Because that would be a nice side hustle to make some money.
You want to do a side joke on your thing? You got time to do a joke? You got a 3-minute joke?
But my friends are always disappointed when I drink because it's kind of a downer. Because I'm always so high energy naturally. But when I'm drinking, it's kind of like I'm.
All right, go.
I remember I met her at the pizza shop, and she told me that she's from Texas and California, and I'm like, how? So I guess she's a traveling baby. I don't know. Yeah. Are you drunk right now? What's going on with you?
I'm a little tipsy.
Redhead?
So I'm drinking this to try to sober up.
Okay.
I took a lift here, people. I did not drive.
She did not drive.
I told her, I said, look, I ain't tell her, but I drive Uber too.
Do you really?
Yeah, I drive Uber.
Oh, dude.
But
I wish I could drive Uber, but I have a 2-door coupe, so they don't let me be great.
I seen a video. If you look up on YouTube, I saw a video of a guy having an Uber, right? But it was a prank, and he was actually in a Lamborghini, and he was picking everybody up in the Batman suit.
Oh my God!
Look it up on YouTube. Yeah,
that'd been awesome.
Yeah, it's funny.
You know what? I did see that one.
You did?
That was just on one of those. It was on one of those.
Yeah.
Video things.
Yeah.
He's in a black Lamborghini. He's got a Batman face on.
Yeah.
And he's picking.
Hey, look,
check
this out. If you called the lift, what's the lift?
It was lift.
Okay, if you called the lift in a 2-door Lamborghini, would you get in it?
And then when you get in, the guy
he ain't selling me in the sex trade.
Oh, I'm going.
That's what I'm
thinking.
somebody that was pretending to be Uber.
He's Batman.
He's Batman.
Batman.
He ain't even got no bat.
No, that's called this. That's how you end up down to the sex slave trade.
But this the best thing about it.
And
though.
I didn't call it. They don't let you drive 2-door
I mean, you know what's good about
the best thing about it was he didn't charge nobody. He didn't charge nobody.
I mean, the best part about being in a sex slave business is working.
Bless God for that. You know what? I'm gonna pray for you. Batman. He came dressed as. And she said, "Get
while you praying, you know what time it is, right?"
All right, y'all.
No. Let me play the music first.
Okay, you playing my song?
You know what time it is, right?
Yes, I do know what time it is.
This is my favorite time. Which one you want? You want to do the new one?
Yes. She wants me.
This should be interesting. All right, AC, she about to beg for some money. She's good at this.
AC.
I just need everybody to send me $1. $1.
AC. We got other people trying to call, man.
Oh, we got people.
And it's your night, Willie. You know I had reserved favor around, let some people call through. I was just all
Hey, you know how somebody just
All right, thank you for calling in, AC. We'll see you soon. Don't forget to bring cousin Matt though, because he my bodyguard when he in town.
AC, you can holler at me anytime. You don't need to bring Matt with you.
AC, man. AC, is it hot over there or what? What's going on?
appreciate y'all. Stay moving and keep at it.
All right.
AC.
Holler.
I think we're
All
gonna
right,
all
man.
go on tour. We're gonna all go on
All
tour.
right,
We're gonna
man.
make our own tour. Goddamn.
You know somebody.
Yeah.
Have you ever met somebody who just like call you and then like you be like, all right, and then they just keep on talking. Yeah, that's AC right there, man. Like, dude, what are you doing, man?
You ready?
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he just. Are we back? We back.
I thought you over there.
Y'all know what time it is. I am Miss Sophia the Diva. Listen to BFAM 109.6. And how I stay on the air is through support from my audience. As you know, the campaign, I have 2 campaigns going on. One for the show. I ask everyone to give me at least $1 to my Cash App. That is Cash App Diva 1977, because 1977 was a damn good year.
My Cash App is really be coming.
Willie said, hold on, why you donate?
It's
Hold
really
on.
be 30. I can donate change if you want. It don't matter.
One of our show sponsors is what's my show sponsor? Starship. One of my
Willie said, let me get your change.
my show sponsor is
Liquor.
Starship, the
Yeah.
novelty adult store. Though they call themselves something else. Though
It's called Starship Entertainment.
I'm still enjoying my toy.
I bet
Thank
you
you.
are.
I'm sorry.
It was like 7 foot long.
It was not. It was fabulous.
Dude, it
Whoa.
was called the Bling.
What?
And
It's
you know what's in
Bling.
the base? Like diamonds. And the base was this far away from the head.
Oh,
Yeah.
And she said she still enjoyed it. She tasted diamonds. I
Hey,
guess.
you know,
Diamonds and pearls.
I
But
ain't
either
gonna
way,
say this on
so how we keep the show going is this. We also do invite our
somebody
guests
said they want
to.
some toys.
Yeah. Okay, Starship, if you're listening, one of my biggest contributors next to you all, she needs a toy. If you send me one, we would definitely send it to her.
Oh,
Okay.
my girl?
Sugar Bay.
And that's the toy.
Oh, Sugar Bay? We'll get you something, Sugar Bay.
That's the
We'll
toy
get you
store,
something.
ain't it?
It's a toy
It's,
store and a porn store.
And so, in addition to that, as you know, I've been challenged to get my bar exam before Kim Kardashian. As you all know, I graduated from law school in 2006. Don't forget, y'all can also contribute to my Cash App for that. I am setting up separate accounts, though, for some stuff. But meanwhile, also, comedian Willie B also is asking for you to support his comedy as well. If you would like to contribute to his Cash App, Willie, tell people.
Yeah,
don't
Willie
take
B
my water.
comedy.
Will,
I mean, my fault, Willie B 30. That's
Willie B 30,
Yeah,
and
if
that's
you
just
wanna
like the
donate
Willie B,
anything.
but it's 2 E's.
You want to help me get
W-
home tonight?
WILLIE
B 30.
B30.
That's
Mhm.
it. That's it.
All right, so
He takes change.
he takes change. So
Yeah,
you
45
can sit
cents
here.
to Mississippi.
If y'all want to round up your
I put in
purchases,
my big time.
like they have you ask at the TGI Friday, you want to round up for the children, round up for Willie B, okay? That's what you say. Round up for Diva too, okay?
I see you. I see all of y'all.
It is never a dull moment here at the Diva Disturb, but we do thank each and every one. Sugar Bay, thank you so much. You are a faithful contributor. Honey, we working on t-shirts. I know you said you didn't want one, but you getting one whether you want one or not, because I'm so grateful to you. Let me tell y'all something again. Just remember this as I continue to say that sometimes your biggest support will not come from people that you know personally. Right. Because there are 2 things that are going on. Number 1, they don't want to see you win because you're doing better than them. Or 2, they just didn't expect you to win and is still in shock and don't know what to do with it, okay? And also, people don't, really number 2 is people don't understand the entertainment grind.
Number 3.
I said technically because they kind of go together. They kind of sound. Technically, it's 2. Some people don't understand. That's what I was talking about with my dude. I was talking about the fact that some people don't understand us as being in the entertainment industry and being creatives. They don't understand why we're suffering for our art. You know, I had a manager tell me one time he didn't understand why I was trying to work and also pursue comedy. He thought I was doing too much. Oh, and I was teaching.
They think that you get a lot in comedy. You think you get paid a lot of money when you don't. Like,
He knew. Hey, Breland, that's my other supporter right there, Breland Marie.
You gotta like keep a little job and like keep some money coming, even if it's not 9 to 5 job. You know, like
I never want to go back to 9 to 5.
Like you got your own hustle.
Well, you're Ubering, yeah.
Yeah, you Uber, you wash cars, you might cut grass. I mean, you gotta have
clean houses.
But it was like
it won't let me send him this
$2. I guess when I first started.
Okay, well, you know what? What's your tell Sugar Babe she won't send you $2.
Look out! Look out, Willie! You gonna make it all the way home now.
Willie.
So it's
WILLIE B30.
But it's just the letter B.
It's symbol
30.
Just okay.
Sugar Babe, you the girl.
Yeah, so it's just Willie, like we all know, like Willie D. But instead of Willie D, it's Willie D. As in Bravo.
I need about 5,000.
Yeah.
We all
There's
need
stupid money out there.
If I had about 5,000, I could go back to school this semester, but that ain't gonna happen.
5,000 in school.
Yeah.
Which one's not gonna happen? If you have 5,000 right here, right now.
That's a good one.
If you have 5,000 here right now, would you go to school tomorrow?
Is today your birthday?
Who is?
Breland Marie.
Happy birthday, man.
Is it your birthday? She said, I'm 33 now.
Happy birthday.
Is it your birthday? No, she said it was June. Happy belated birthday to one of my other supporters, Breland Marie. Everybody give her a shout out and say happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Okay, so anyways, we have done with the money segment. Y'all know what y'all need to do.
Hey, man. Oh,
go ahead.
And if anybody,
y'all call me in, man. Somebody call me.
678-383.
678.
4378 is the number to call. I don't know. I'm having a moment. This is
what's in the Coke?
It's nothing in the Coke.
That must have been a good drink before you got
It was. I'm gonna go back home.
6 minutes.
6 minutes. We got 6
That's
minutes
a good
left.
thing you're not driving.
So, oh no. So here we go. Let's talk about something else. Black people. Okay.
I know about that.
So here's the thing.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. White people, I need for y'all to get y'all shit together and stop using terms. Even though it may have been as innocent as you thought, you got to start considering how we see things. You do not say to a group of black people, we having lunch, but watermelon and fried chicken will not be served. Okay? So it was a group of black students at the Boston Museum of Fine Arts who were insulted, and now they apologizing. Okay, who's on the call?
Caller, state your name. Caller, state your name.
Amy and Sedanko.
What?
Amy?
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 Yes.
Amy who?
I am Tammy.
Tammy.
Amy and Tammy.
Hey, what's up? How you doing?
Willie, how you doing? Great to see you.
Okay.
Buddy.
Yeah, how you doing?
We have a call.
Willie had a speed bump there for a minute.
Okay, I know now.
You know what that is?
Yeah.
You know what that is?
Yeah, she do comedy too.
August 12th. Do I know her?
I don't know.
I don't think I know her. Do I know her?
Wait, what's going on? You see me on the tube? You see me on the line?
Yeah, I'm all right.
No, I'm saying you see me.
Are you watching him on his Facebook Live?
Yeah, he watched.
Oh, man.
Really out here picking up other comedian ladies?
Stroke it down. Let him know.
Oh, I don't need that.
Wait a minute. Starship, y'all might be having some more customers come through. Okay. Give them the Diva discounts. Okay. We give them 10-15% off. That's Macy's standard. Okay.
Willie said that he comes complete with toys.
Right.
Oh.
Wait a minute.
Let's see a new show, Willie's Playground.
Willie's Playground.
Oh, man.
Willie B's playground.
Willie B. Great.
Have them
That's
chicks
okay.
on their knees. Give them what they need.
Hey, how much you been drinking, man?
One. That's it. Cheat day. My
Trips to
favorite.
the leaves. Have you living on the leaves?
All right, 4 minutes. Let me go do Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. I know something happened.
No, I already did my review of that.
Hey, thanks for calling.
Let's see who else.
If you still on
The
line.
Obamas are doing well. Not only do they have a Netflix deal, they now also have landed a deal with Spotify.
They
Okay.
making music now?
No, they doing a podcast. Spotify is also in the podcast. They rejected me for their women of color podcast. I had a great idea and they rejected me. And I was like, I don't know why y'all don't want me because it was a great idea. But
What was your idea?
Yeah, what was it? What was it? Yeah, tell me. I want to know.
No, it's also registered too.
Oh, my bad.
It's also registered because I will talk about it because we probably can make it actually happen.
Oh, we'll make it happen.
Yeah, we
That's
can
why
probably
I'll talk
actually
about
make it happen.
I
But
love making things happen. People don't want that.
I do want it to happen eventually.
Hey, speaking of toys, let's
Oh Lord, we gotta Oh wait. I need for y'all to watch these cops. They out here raping Ren 1010, they co-worker. This cop in Louisiana was charged with 20 counts of raping dogs, including his own police canine. He was out here raping Ren 1010, y'all.
First of all, did the dog tell him? Like,
because raping is at the same time.
I mean,
this was in Bossier City, Louisiana.
I mean, like, how do people know that he raped the dog? The dog didn't say that. Like,
How you know dog didn't want it?
Was he trained, like, to? I mean, if he raped the dog 20 times, I mean, the dog didn't get raped. I'm just saying. After the second time, it was on purpose.
He was arrested on December 19th and charged with 20 counts of sexual abuse of animals by performing sexual acts with an animal and 20 counts of filming sexual acts.
So you go to jail.
Right?
Yeah, so you go to jail and your cellmate, what you in here for? Man, I got 20 counts of filming a dog while I was fucking. That's your roommate for the next 10 years. Exactly. That boy's gonna get hurt. And he's a cop.
Well, I wouldn't give him no hot dogs. I'm just saying, no hush puppies, none of that. Like,
oh my God,
stupid.
Help!
Like, he ain't getting no top weenies, none of that.
No dogs.
Nah.
No dogs.
One of my elders used to always say, "This is y'all don't judge me," but I didn't say this, but I thought about it. Oh, my somebody said, I'm not gonna say who said it, but she said, anytime you see them white women with them big dogs, that's probably their boyfriend.
Yeah.
I know the subject changed for a second, but I wanted to know what you were about to say about white people and black people.
Oh, the watermelon.
Yeah,
the watermelon comments and the collard greens and the fried chicken comments. When just because we present don't mean we all eat that. Okay. Now I might want some Brussels sprout chips. I'm just saying. In the air fryer,
That's what I made.
I know that's what I'm saying. That's might be what I want.
What she's saying.
And by the way,
watermelon
should not just be germane to black people anyway, because watermelon actually can hydrate you, and it's filled with a lot of electrolytes and stuff that can keep you hydrated and keep your ass from falling out down to the company picnic. Okay, I'm just saying.
You know why we eat it?
Why?
Because it tastes good.
And it tastes good, and that's why we eat it.
It's not because black people eat watermelon, it's because it tastes good.
I ate a yellow watermelon.
I haven't had that before.
I'm going to eat watermelon. But if you're white, like I'm white, obviously. I have a lot of white friends. What she's saying is there's certain...
That's what I can't tell y'all who said it, but one of my elders said that.
When you have your black friends come to your house,
I'm going to inbox you and I'll tell you what it is. Basically... Actually,
that's what she's complaining
about. Don't let them take peanut butter to bed. That's all I'm saying.
You can have Brussels sprouts, burgers, and fries. Everybody eats everything.
I do.
Don't stereotype.
Well, how about I go to a white person's house and say I want some dinner?
You gonna get it in my house?
Do it sound like it?
You might get it in my house.
It ain't white food. You want to know white food is things like Twinkies.
Dope meat.
No, it's unseasoned. Because I saw a chick that I followed as a fitness guru. She made this nice, beautiful omelet. And the whole video, I said, where the seasoning at? It wasn't
You know,
no
when I go to
salt,
a
no
restaurant-
pepper, no, not even
I
no
go to a
paprika
restaurant
juices.
and
It was nothing.
I can't lie. When I go to a restaurant and I don't know what to get, I just get wings.
That's another thing. We walked through the Battery today. It's a ballpark, right?
Yeah.
There's 18 restaurants here. There's 32 concession stands inside the park. You know, nobody makes wings on this whole damn planet.
The hell
You
wrong
cannot
with
get
these
any
people?
wings this planet.
I got it.
This is Atlanta, home of the hot
I'm
wings.
saying, how do we not have
They
wings?
ain't got
on Battery? No wings. There's not one wing sold. in any
You know how many
restaurants.
strip clubs in Atlanta, man?
I still need y'all. Okay, here's the other thing. Y'all know I still, because you know, Diva on the Broken
You know-
Everybody Homeless tour right now.
You know,
No,
if,
sure.
You know,
No, but I want to go to a strip club and
I
get
don't know
wings.
about you, but if you can't make no money doing comedy, side job, strip club, you might, I don't know.
My
You might just
sister,
shake your hair or something.
my sister is not watching tonight. Y'all know I have a sister.
I don't think you have a very
Who-
brilliant feature as a stripper.
Who?
Not because of your body either.
What?
Because you're too funny to be a stripper.
All I gotta do is stand there. All this ass and thighs.
You
That's
stand there.
natural.
And you just stand there and not make a
there you
move.
go.
Ain't happening.
You
That's all I
stand there
gotta
and
do.
somebody else
That's it, man.
dancing.
Just drop it. That's
Drop
it.
a big
That's all I
clap and
gotta
it's
do.
game on.
Hey, in Louisiana, when I went to the strip club, them girls didn't do much of nothing. They made some money. I said, well, shit, let me join y'all right now.
Look at his face.
I'm picturing him right now.
That's what I kind of thought his face was doing.
Anyway, y'all, I do believe we are out of time. I hope you all
Yeah,
enjoyed this episode of the Diva Disturbed with comedian Willie B. Y'all know he crazy. Okay, we found that out tonight. Now he trying to
Wait till we go off the air.
well, wait till we go off there. Anyway, y'all, the next show is coming up when?
July 27th.
July 27th. It's in
Chattanooga,
Chattanooga, Tennessee. It's at the
At the
Underground.
Underground.
They call it the Living Room. It's with Stand Up Cortez, and they playing a jazz and hip hop show with I think Trinity. Yeah, it's Trinity. So
Okay.
you can catch her on Facebook, Trinity.
Okay.
I forgot her last name. But Tony Boston, he the one promoting it.
Okay.
Stand Up Cortez, he on Wild and Out. It should be a great show. I think it's at 5:30, 6 o'clock. So
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, my
hashtag.
hashtags is Willie B WILLIEBEE comedy. That's all.
Good
my
night,
pages.
Sugar
All
Babe.
my
Thanks for
pages.
joining.
Hashtag Willie B WILLIBEE comedy.
Yeah,
And also next
I will
week,
be somewhere in your
he
city
gonna
one
be
day.
somewhere.
Yeah.
Next week, y'all get y'all's resumes, have your questions ready concerning your
Oh,
careers.
well,
If you're looking to transition your career,
I meant to
Carlotta
say,
Pitts will be in the house.
Last thing, in August, I'm going to LA. I'm doing the Burbank Comedy Festival. I'll be out there for a
He
week.
gonna be down to the flappers. Y'all go support my
Yeah,
boy
I'll be out there
down.
for a whole week. So if y'all out there, man, come see me.
All right, we will definitely post that. Just send me the flyer so I can post it
All
on
right,
social media. Anyways, we're out of time. Thank you guys for joining. I've been Miss Sophia the Diva. You've been watching and listening to A Diva Disturbed on BFAM 109.6. See you back here next week. Sugar Bay says
I wish-
she's in LA, so definitely let
Okay,
her know when you're
I
coming.
got you. August 11th through the 17th, I'll be there.
You work for all 7 days?
Yeah.
That's awesome.